Hello. I have an interesting story to tell. See this? This was because my mom was excited about going to my church thing today called Celebrate Recovery. So I'm going, why does this sound familiar? Because I've known people in the past on Long Island who has, done things like this. I'm not going to say who, even though I probably talked a lot about people in these videos, so. And mostly, whatever, I'm not going to go. So, we go tonight. People are doing testimonials. Testimonials about their struggles. I know this sounds vaguely familiar, and I've also seen movies about this too. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's a church thing. So, it's like pushing towards 9 o'clock, and I'm supposed to go in a room with my mother and 4 other women and talk about our problems. And I'm going, again, this is really weird for me. I'm like, Mom goes, I'm gonna tell this person that we're in the bathroom. And I'm like, this might be my opportune moment, because my stuff I look around is when church is weird. And it was part of my church. When church gets weird, say you go into the bathroom and then really get in your car and go home. So, goes to the bathroom. She's like, I'm in my stall doing my thing, and she's like, come on, Nicole, hurry up, they're waiting on us. And I'm going, oh fuck, she's not gonna do my thing. So I couldn't tell her. We ended up going into the room. It was really awkward. Let's hear about other people's struggles and stuff. And then, it's Mom's turn and my turn, and I'm going, why does this sounds like something you would see in a movie, or, that person that I mentioned, they did something like this, and I'm going, this, again, it's not clicking. Why does this sound familiar? Then, at the end of the meeting, I get this. Handed it to me. I'm gonna go back in here so you can see better lighting. Yes. Oh god, here. It's a cross and a penny and going, whoa, that's where we went. We went to a drug and alcoholic recovery thing, and I was like, oh my god, Mom got one too, and I'm like, she thought it was like a mixed social mixture so I can meet new people, and that's where she went. And really, it was for like addiction. So the most I can really think about is food addiction, because sometimes at night I can't sleep. I'll eat so I can go to sleep, but I think it's just I'm a vegetarian, so I don't really do it as much as I used to when I was married, because, it's like, what is it about Lois, that episode of Family Guy? Peter stopped being romantic with her, so she kept on eating and eating and eating. It was kind of like that, a comfort replacement, because, my ex stopped being romantic after we got married. And I favored food over, our marriage, because that's what I felt like, if he was pushing away, then I'll push away in food, But that's the one thing I can see myself ever going back for, because sometimes I'm that, and I'm terrified of the thought of a new relationship, or, meeting friends, because I feel like anytime I've ever had a friend, they just stab me in the back or use me for a ride or whatever. So that's the only time I see myself going back, but if I considered it, but I don't think I'm going to, because a lot of men there, they look like future wife beaters, and I really don't want anything like that in my life. So, now I'm just gonna ignore their church calls or the emails, because now I give them permission for them to call me if I miss a meeting or whatever. So I'm like, fuck. But that was my story. So I'm gonna take this off now. Yeah. I should be writing this shit down. I feel like no one would ever believe my story. Anyway, I'm going to bed. So, I left my house at 5:30, and then I got home around, it's like a little after 9 o'clock. Now tomorrow, I have to go out and to another place, and that's going to be a longer night, and to top it all off, I got hand flu, so now I got to walk for 2 hours on a plantation because it's like a Myrtle Beach ceremony, Christmas ceremony, and I gotta pray that I don't get bombed because a lot of the KKK have went on social media saying that they're planning on bombing a few schools in Myrtle Beach and some Christmas celebration areas when they have parties and stuff. So fuck. My life is alright. I deleted my last video because it was hard to explain how I felt about certain things. I am stressed out. I like beer covers a lot of aspects in my life. I want to write a book. I want to illustrate a book. I'm afraid it's not going to do that well like the other one I did. And published, and I'm like, I have a crippling fear and depression about that. And I brought up my ex, it was hard to text him sometimes because I felt like he was Derek Jeter and I had to impress him because he was part of the Yankees and I thought the Yankees were cool as fuck back in the day. But in my last video that I deleted, I stated that I didn't want to feel like I had to always impress somebody, and if they didn't love me or even like me, then I would just have to swallow my pride and move on or whatever. But even if anybody from Long Island messages me on Facebook, I write them like a page and a half about why I'm worried about my future, and then I would never hear from them again. But because I want someone to be impressed that I looked up a book agent, so I can, so I look like I have the effort to go and do something like that. But to be honest with you, it's a lot of work illustrating everything to get it just right. And I'll do it on your own, when you have essential tremors and your head shaking and you have to look at the paper and make sure you're not drawing on a slant, and and you have to write a paragraph and you gotta make sure it's details all great and not choppy, and you gotta keep the story flowing, and it's a lot to deal with on my own because I like to make sure everything is perfect and precise when I do it. And when I illustrate now, it's like I'll draw this much of a piece of paper and then have to do it the next day so it looks wonderful. And I did a Disney mural for when I went on vacation of everything that I saw, and that alone actually took me a month and a half to finish because I wanted every piece of my art to be wonderful, and sometimes I get so frustrated that I just wish I could do it fast enough. Like, I wish my brain power was at 100 so I can get it fast enough, feel like I accomplished something wonderful in my life and not feel like I'm still stuck drawing my notebook or whatever, my art notebook, or or writing something on my computer or my phone and feeling like, holy shit, this should have happened already. But I don't know. I've heard of slow and steady wins the race, but I wish it would take just to speed it up a little faster. But I worry a lot about everything, and that's my problem. And there was no recovery for it. Something like that. Alright, I'm gonna go on so I can change and go to bed because I'm tired. Alright, have a good night. I know you love me.